Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about affordable housing and more specifically 3D printed homes. And some of these homes now are being constructed here in Southern California. And we're going to talk about the reasons why we need more solutions like this right here. You see a 3D constructed home, the walls being built, and we're going to talk about more about the technology and could it be the future and possibly the solution to affordable housing. Well, it may not fix the problem overnight, but things are starting to look a little bit better. And I like to report good news as well as things that are not looking so good. But when something good comes up, I do like to talk about it because I think we could all use a little bit of good news within the madness that we have in our financial system and the economy right now. Now, first, real quick favor, if you like the updates and the reporting that we do here, please give us a like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you do not miss an update. A simple click does really help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Let's get into the reporting here. Now, first, let's just start right here with the obvious, the rising price of homes. And we look at a chart that goes back just a year and we see that we are basically skyrocketing in home prices. And this is just the median home price in the United States. In some areas, it's much worse than this as far as how rapidly the home prices are increasing. And just to kind of take a step back and explain the reasons, it's very complicated, it's very detailed. But to sum it up, we have too much money printing, too many people out there spending money because infinite amounts of money are created out of thin air. They're flooding the economy with money via lending, printing, stimulus checks, you name it. But homes, you cannot just print out of thin air. The homes still have to be constructed, they have to be built. So you have this imbalance. You have now all this demand with all the money printing, but the supply, again, not being created out of thin air, the supply is very limited. So when you have an imbalance, you're going to see rising prices. So a couple things can be done. One is you can stop the money printing, make it more difficult for people to borrow money, quit adding trillions to the debt. That would be one solution, but that's likely not going to happen, right? Unless something drastic changes, this lending system right now. But what else could happen? An increase in the manufacturing of homes. And homes take a long time to construct. We have a shortage right now in the US of skilled labor, or probably also people that want to work. They may have the skills, but a lot of people don't want to use those skills or don't want to learn the skills. So you have a shortage of labor, materials costs are skyrocketing. So pretty simple, right? You have too much money out there, not enough homes being built. Low mortgage rates equals more demand, more people borrowing money to buy homes, but it's very slow and expensive to build homes. So let's talk about 3D homes. There is a development here in Southern California. Now, this is out by Palm Springs, and this is a report out of CNN Business. The first 3D printed housing community in the US is being built in the California desert. Now, this came out a few months ago and we talked about it. We also have talked about on this channel boxable homes and other home manufacturing techniques that are much faster and more efficient than just the regular way of building a wood framed home. But we've got some updates today that I think you're going to find very interesting. Now, these 3D printed homes, this community anyway, is 1,450 square feet homes, single story homes made from a stone composite material that is strong, fire resistant, water resistant, and termite proof. And the name of the company is called the Polari Group. And they said they turned to 3D printing because it was less wasteful. Quote, in the wood frame construction, there's a significant waste that is generated for the home that's being built. It's about 2 tons of waste that goes into landfills. With 3D printing, it's a revolutionary way of building that completely eliminates that unnecessary waste, unquote. That was an interview, or that was a brief from an interview with the CEO of that company. And the company is describing these as the 3D printed zero net energy homes. And this community is going to go up in Rancho Mirage, California. Now, hopefully we'll see a lot more communities being built. And if you drive around Southern California, it does seem crowded at times, but if you go out into the desert, there's a lot of unused land out there. Now, getting utilities out there, that's going to be a whole separate story, but the construction of the homes can be a lot more efficient than it is right now. And you don't have to worry about the labor shortage because take a look at these 3D printers and how quickly they can construct homes in this next video. Now take a listen to this excerpt here. This is out of a video out of CBS, and listen to how the CEO describes the 3D printing process.
This is a complete transformation in the way that we approach sheltering ourselves, in the way that we approach building.
This nearly 5-ton machine follows a computerized blueprint and can build the entire wall system of a home with a concrete mixture in less than a week. Traditional construction is used for the foundation, the roof, wiring, and plumbing. But printing the walls is several times faster than wood framing, and Icon says the concrete structures are highly energy efficient and can better withstand natural disasters.
So this house has curves. That's right.
And you don't have to live in a boring box. These wavy 3D printed walls will eventually become this high design home.
Now currently in the US, we're about 4 million homes, probably even more by now, but many millions of homes short of buyer demand. Now, what can we do as consumers to help this process? Well, as investors, actually, there are projects like this out there. If you do a search, you'll see things like boxable homes, these 3D printable homes, and the companies that do these types of projects that are doing the innovation, many times they'll allow you to go ahead and invest in their projects. Now, I'm not giving investment advice, and use your own caution and due diligence when you look for ways to invest, but also notify your city planners about this type of construction process and get the word out about it, and you'll be more likely to see these types of projects coming to your area. Right? So basically look for ways to support these companies by investing. Even if they're not publicly traded, a lot of times they still have fundraising and other ways that you can get in and help the company, and also probably make a very good investment in what's going to be a very high demand type of construction here in the United States. And then, of course, spreading the word gets it out there and gives the company more exposure, and then hopefully we'll see more companies coming in and doing this type of construction on homes, which we really need to try to shift the balance back towards there being more supply of homes to purchase. Okay, now I'm going to put a link to that report down in description. So for those of you that want to check it out, but we're going to wrap this up here for now. In our next report, we're going to talk about how the rental situation here in the United States with the number of people behind on their rents is actually much worse than I have been talking about here on this channel. That's right. I have been making it seem less dire. I've been making it seem less drastic than it really is. So come back for that report, and I think you're going to be very surprised at a recent report that we found here. So hope everybody's good. Continue to prepare. Let's be thankful for what we have here, and let's try to look for some good news within the madness and the insanity of this economy right now, this monetary system, that it seems like the cost of living is going to skyrocket and never come back down. Hope you like this report today. Thanks for being here, everybody. Stay well. Keep stacking. Bye now. Peace.